And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, your San Diego Padres.
First pitch moments away. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Dylan Cease.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. And let's take a look at the lineup. Here is Austin Riley.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boo.
Cease certainly has electric stuff. Considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Next pitch misses way outside.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Goes down looking. And the Braves go down quietly. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And today on the hill, Spencer Strider.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Strider, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Swung on, belted. That one carried. And gone. A massive home run. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Outside low, now 2-0.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that misses. And that's ball three. Fastball for a strike. And that one ripped into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. Manny Machado up to the plate. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's two down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Luis Arraez stands in. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. And a slider misses down and away.
Hey.
That misses the zone. 3-1. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Arraez, the runner at first with 2 gone. They say you win.
0-2.
Ripped to right. Reaching for it and brings it in. A Fernando Tatis Tater for San Diego. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Ozuna, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Cease back to work. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And a 4-pitch walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. There's a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh and 2 now.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. That misses the zone. 2 and 2.
2-2 the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Pitch misses. 3 and 2 now. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Alex Verdugo. There's the strike. Two outs. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Ball to strike. The pitch. Inside, almost got him. Towards first, Arise. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Bogaerts retired.
The second baseman, Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out. Runner at second. Now batting Tyler Wade. First pitch misses. Fastball for a strike. In the air, left field. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that will end the inning. Padres leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in San Diego, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Machado hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0. Hey.
And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the lineup flips over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Austin Riley. Struck out looking his first time. Acuna runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one fouled off.
One ball.
In the dirt, blocked. And the righty deals. And there's a ball.
Off the plate.
Acuna on at second with 2 down. That one misses. 3 and 2 down.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1 and the Braves nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic. He probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
Here's your 1. And a foul ball. In the air, left field. Verdugo tracks it down for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, base is empty. And that one popped in the air, left field. Verdugo pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Machado up here. Fly to left his first time. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Luis Arias. He reached out a walk his first time. Ball 1 there.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is the inning. 1 left for San Diego, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Matt Olson up to the plate. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Walked his first time. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Maldonado down to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's a little bit high. And now 3-0. Fought off foul. And it's fouled away. Three-two now. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
0-1. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Braves strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, and now it's going to be Gavin Sheets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And downstairs.
1-1.
Out to center. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 2.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes. That one lifted to left. And that will drop foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fly ball center field. Harris makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jake.
So up next, Jake Cronenworth doubled in his first AB.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Next pitch is outside. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Strider deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo. Cease back to work. Verdugo, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter now, Michael Harris II. He popped out his first time. And that's fouled off.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, 2 ball. On a Cronenworth, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Grounded out his first time. Just off the inside edge. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 3. Ronald Acuna Jr. on deck for Atlanta. Next offering is fouled back.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Base hit, left center field. So now back to the top of the order. Here's Acuna now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Checks over to first. Back safely. And foul ball. That's outside. 1-1. That's inside. Swings through that one out in front that time. Allen off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Padres 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in for San Diego, Tyler Wade. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Slice the other way and foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. That one felt good. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado. And the first offering is not close. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a hard hit ball, fair ball down the first baseline. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Now Jackson Merrill, 0 for 2 in this one. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Strider checks the runner. Tatis dives back in. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 2. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. That one missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third of the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Two outs. That's a little bit low. Luis Arias on deck for the Padres. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at third, 2 away. On the ground to the left. Base hit and a run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Luis Arias. Right through there for a strike. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Machado off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. They get the force. That ends the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here in San Diego, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Austin Riley. And that's outside. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jason Adam up and loosening in the pen. Estrada warming up as well. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Wade makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Matt Olson down. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Ozuna up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
The next offering misses. And the count now 2-0. And there's a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And that's down and away.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Two outs. This one smoked, could be trouble. Coming home. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. One left for Atlanta. They trail it here 3-0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. That's in there.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Struck him out without a swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Oh, that's out.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero getting loose as well. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Cronenworth, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Cronenworth will take his base.
Up next for the Padres.
Man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Tyler Wade. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air. Olsen. That is the inning. Padres lead one, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Foul ball there. And
That's
ball one. And that's in the dirt. And the count 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That smash towards center. Merrill makes the grab, one away. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And another ball. Outside low. And that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. Line drive. Merrill flashes the leather on the running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone. Oh, muscle to center field. It's 3-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty with 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Next
One
offering
ball,
way off
two
the
strikes.
plate.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
1-2 now. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. So the Braves get one back on the solo. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Angel De Los Santos.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 93, Angel De Los Santos.
Stepping in for San Diego, Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. On the ground, and that's just foul.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And El Nino is stifled for the K.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Merrill in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Padres down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Bullpen action for the Padres. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Merrill makes the grab. One down.
Now back, third baseman, Austin.
So here's Riley now. 0 for 3 in this one. Estrada in his second season, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
1 down, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Merrill in position. That's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Inside.
That's inside.
And a count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Petco Park, here's Manny Machado to start it off.
Machado.
De Los Santos back to work. And foul ball. And Manny gets a piece. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. He goes down looking.
The first baseman,
Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Luis Arias. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fastball is outside. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Fastball right back to the mound. Sends it to first. Got the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Kevin Herget, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Man at second. That's hard hit in the line. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. One left for San Diego. And the score stays 3-1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Robert Suarez.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. He's 2 outs away. Baldwin now at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Machado brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
The Braves down to their last out. Ozzie Albies digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
3-1 ball game. Quick game. We were looking for a little bit more. It seemed at points the offenses were going to break out. But a total of 4 runs combined. Really good pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings making all the difference.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.